Welcome to episode 9. We've got a really good one for you today. We made so much progress. We're going to start things off with a bit more impling hunting. We're still looking for that steel bar. It is a 1 in 100 drop rate, so it's pretty rare, but I thought we would have got it by now. We've actually managed to go all the way from 46 to 50 hunter without getting it, as you can see in the chat box here. And this here farm run is our last one before 40 farming. Massive milestone. So now we're just 15 levels away from being able to plant mahoganies, but because we have the garden pie, we'll be able to boost up from 52. So 12 more levels and we'll be able to sort that out. And as we said in the previous episode, crafting is one of the hardest things to train on the island. It took us 3 weeks to go from 17 to 26, but there's 26 crafting coming in. Just 9 more levels till we can plant the teak birdhouses. This young impling just gave us studded chaps. That'll be a really good set of legs. We actually got 2 back to back. This one gave us studded chaps as well. Once we get maze random, so we get some iron arrows, we'll have to be a bit lucky with the maze random to get them, but then we'll be able to train our range up and they'll be the best legs we have for a long time, I think, up until 50, where we can get the blue d'hide ones from Impling. And in the background there, we're just spending 120 tiers. It managed to get us 1 agility level, so up to 48, and also 1k towards 49, so just a few hours off 49 agility, which is pretty cool. We spent the mermaid tiers on bowls of fish again, and that managed to get us up to 25 cooking, so just 5 more levels till we can cook tuna. Going mega dry in this earth impling grind. We've done over 200 of them now, so over double the drop rate. It's supposed to be 1 in 100. Still not managed to get it, but it's not the worst thing to go dry on because it drops compost, and compost is very useful. You get so much more of these giant seaweeds if you use compost in the patch. It just goes up nearly double. With ultra compost, it goes from a maximum of 16 up to a maximum of 30. With normal compost, it won't be double, but it'll definitely be 20-25% extra. We managed to get a bowstring from another young impling there, and I was thinking if we get iron arrows from maze random, we'll only have a small amount, so we best use the most accurate bow we can. But I made a long bow and it's actually +8 range. It's the exact same as the short bow. It's so stupid. Why would anybody use it? It's much slower, but has the exact same accuracy. All the other longbows have higher stats than the short bow, but they must just overlooked it with the first one. Here we decided to do a wee bit of strength training. We're using the steel axe now because we got one from a young impling. We've acquired one on Fossil Island, so I'm using it as a weapon. There's 41 farming coming in. Loving doing these farming runs. See the amount of seaweed I've got, nearly 1500 ready, and there's 1 in 7500 chance of getting the pet, so eventually we'll get the pet. I hate when this happens. When I'm hopping around, you go too many times, you get kicked out for 5 minutes. It gets quite annoying, but it's our best way of training hunters, so we have to hop around and do it. Here we see another lucky impling. That's the second we've seen in the account. I just can't wait till I catch these. I'll have access to all the clue items, so you can get a rune crossbow, you can get a magic short bow, which is common. The magic short bow is the most likely thing to get, but you have access to all the clue items. You can get any of these items. A lot of them are just fashionscape, but there is ranger boots, there's god capes, there's 30 age, there's loads of d'hide that has prayer bonus, which is really useful. If we can get any of those items, it'll really help later on in the account. We could even get a 30 age weapon, but that's extremely rare. I don't think that'll happen. But here I see that I'm 22 kgs, and 10 kgs is actually just the steel plate body, so I decided to drop that to make me much quicker run around and let my energy go up a lot faster. I'd love a myth skim from one of these mystery boxes, but I keep getting junk. The steel axe isn't a very good weapon. Here both of our teak trees survived, which is class. I was thinking some of them's bound to die, if not both of them will die, because we had no good compost. We used normal compost on them, but we didn't have any super, we didn't have any ultra compost. Both survived, and you get 7.3k XP per tree, so we managed to get 2.5 farming levels from those. Hopefully get a few more teak seeds before we get the way up to 55 or 52, for the mahoganies, because the XP is amazing. And chopping them, you get 85 XP for every time you cut, so it'll be a really good way for training wood cutting. We can also get fire making, and once we get 46 fletching, we'll be able to train our fletching down here as well. But yeah, back to the impling grind. We're still not having any luck with these implings, and we've been here from 46 all the way up to there's 52, which is actually a massive milestone. Locks essence implings, and we got it at the perfect time because there's just one running about over here. Essence implings are our best way of getting runes in the account. There is some monsters on Fossil Island and below Fossil Islands that drop runes, but these are the only way we can get air runes, which is class, until we get an air battle staff. Here is just doing a bit of AFK wood cutting on the teak trees. It's way better than normal trees. You get over 3 times the experience, and each tree has multiple logs, so definitely a massive upgrade for the wood cutting. We need to get 65 wood cutting so we can do the swamp mushroom wood cutting, and that's the best way to get fossils on the account. You can get up to 17 fossils per hour there. Well, I think you can actually get more if you have a dragon axe, but I'll be getting around 14 to 17 fossils per hour, and that's the best way to train prayer. I'm going to have the easiest time training prayer in this account, but I'll leave that for another video. Here's a massive milestone. It's 27 crafting, so we've just another 8 levels to go until we can make the birdhouses, and that unlocks emeralds, which would be really useful to get. You get a lot of emeralds from randoms and stuff like that, so that'll be class. And there's 52 woodcutting coming in just before the update. Here we got a dragon fruit tree. I've never actually seen one of them before, but they're from the Farming Guild update. They must be one of the new trees. I was going to just drop them, but decided to find this boy and drop them for him instead so we can make a bit of use out of them. Yeah, there's 53 woodcutting coming in. We decided to kill a few crabs as well, and there's our first emerald on the account, which is 67 crafting XP. That'll be brilliant to be able to get all them emeralds cut all the way up to 35. We're killing a few crabs because they drop gems, and we decided we'll just kick them. It's actually a faster tick rate than using the axe. It's more kills per hour, more XP per hour, and just faster to kick them. The steel axe is pretty shit. And here we got our mining level for the video, 45. Just 5 more levels till we can access the mine to get our teleports going. And back to the dreaded Implings. We actually forgot to do a farming run, so we ran over the island and just quickly done that. There's 45 farming, 10 levels till we can make mahoganies, or really only 7 because we are going to boost. And then really back to the Impling grind. We've caught a lot of Implings, but now that we can catch essence, it's actually a bit more fun. We can hop around, get a few runes going whilst catching all the other Implings. There's actually a few things we're looking for now. We're looking for a yay longbow from a young Impling. They actually have a rare, well, it's actually a mega rare or whatever you call it, the rarest type of drop, very rare is what it's called on the wiki, drop of a yay longbow. It'll be really good on the account, just be much better than our small longbow whenever we get up to 40 range. And here we use some of the runes that we got from the essence Implings. That gives us 37 magic. We'll need to get our way up to 43 magic so we can superheat stuff. Then we're going to kill lob cities. They have a drop of 10 nature runes, which is common, so we'll be able to get quite a few nature runes, which is good. It'd be really good to get a fire battle staff as well as the air battle staff from one of the Zara mages. I'd be happy with either. You can't force spawn them anymore, they patched it, so you can only do 1 Zara mage per clue, so it's going to be really hard. You could do 6 before, 5 or 6 you could force spawn them. But yeah, we went and got 53 strength. Now we're going to do a bit of attack levels, and here we are coming in with, when this crab dies, 41 attack. We headed over to do our birdhouse run, but we were actually 10 minutes early. I must have set my timer for 40 minutes instead of 50 minutes, so I stopped to do a bit of mining and actually got a genie within the first few minutes here, which is brilliant. Like, now we're just 1 more lamp. Oh no, sorry, 2 lamps away from 14, or if we get the exam room that gives you the XP book, then that'll get us straight up to 14 Slayer. Instead here we got 46 mining, but I missed it, so instead to do another level and we didn't miss that, so there's 47 mining, just 3 more levels and we unlock the mine, which would be brilliant. Like, the teleports will be really useful. We do need some more runes and some magic so we can teleport to and from Fossil Island, but then we'll be able to train construction. I was having a look at the Earth Impling drop table in Wiki just to double check it. I looked through all the Implings, and the Earth Impling actually has 2 drops that would be really good. It can drop a myth pickaxe, which would be the best pickaxe we can use for a long time, and the steel bar. We've actually caught hundreds of these Implings and we missed both rare drops. There's just a few attack levels, strength levels. You actually had 700 total, which is pretty cool. Just a few more levels and we'll be able to use the total level world. Actually no, I think the 750 total world is free to play, so we'll not be able to use it. We'll have to go to 1,000 or maybe 1,250. Here we are coming in with 28 crafting, so just 7 more levels. It is going very slow. It's taking a couple of days for each crafting level, but we're getting there. And here's another mystery box. We're hoping for a Miss Skimmy because at the minute punching and kicking is no good, but no, we just get a flyer. I was thinking actually, I've punched all these, I've managed to get up to 46 attack, but if I get that myth pickaxe, it'd actually be my best weapon in the account at the moment as well, because we've nothing that's any good. So we go back to the Implings, trying now for the 2 items, so mainly aiming for our Implings, but we're catching everything else anyway for the XP. And here's another farming level, that's 46 farming, just another 7 levels until we can, no wait, sorry, 4, 2, another 6 levels and we can boost up to make the mahogany. Quick maths. It's pretty rare here. We managed to catch 3 Implings in the same world, all our level that we can catch. Usually it's only 1 in each world if we're lucky. Most worlds have no Implings, or they've roamed away from the spawn point. So to catch 3 in one place is really, really rare. Some of the Implings drop emeralds, but they're already cut, and because we've no access to any like furnace or anything, we can't use them. We just have to sell them to the shop or drop them. Building up quite a few runes. I hate when you get the pure essence noted drop, because we'll never be able to train rune crafting, but still, it's good to catch a few essence Implings. Hopefully we'll get a good few runes. They're also 29 XP each, so it's a big boost being able to catch them, being past 52. We actually missed 1 mil total XP by a long way. We're almost 1.1 now, but that's a pretty big milestone. Over 1 million XP gained on the account already. And here we just caught a few more implings, no luck, so we hit the crabs before we go to bed. I like to leave my account just sitting here kicking a few of them. Whenever I go to sleep, it gets you an extra like 5-10 minutes XP. I don't really mind leaving the computer on. Here we get a bit more implings, still no luck in the morning. Get a few cosmics, so we can actually make, if we get some water runes, we can make some rings of recoil from the rings you get from birdhouses, which would be pretty cool. There were over 2,000 seaweeds. Still no pet, but rightly up there now. 7,500, as I said before, this is the drop rate. Those combo runes like Steam would be pretty useful because they save a lot of inventory space, and inventory space is very important in Nult, but because they drop so few, I don't think we'll be able to keep them. We'll just be using them as we get them. There's 5,500 coming in, as well as 48 mining, so just 2 more levels to unlock the blast mine. No, it's not called the blast mine, the fossil island mine. I'm not too sure what the name is. Here we got another hard clue. We didn't get a teak seed there, but unfortunately this hard clue is not on fossil island either. We've went through 4 hard clues now, not managed to find the right step. I'm not sure how many hard steps there are, but I think that one's a death plateau. No, troll helm. Yeah, troll helm. So yeah, that gets dropped. And here we are with another Genie. We've only been playing for an hour today and we've got one. And seeing luck. We've also got one yesterday, so getting really lucky with these randoms at the moment. Hopefully it continues. We're just one more random away from 14 Slayer. And there's 50 attack. The Wyverns actually dropped Granite Longsword, so that's a big milestone on the account. We'll be able to get that eventually. Our next random on the account is a Genie. So we've got 3 Genies in about 2 hours, 2.5 hours playtime. We got one last night before we went to bed, one this morning when we woke up, and then one right there. That's 14 Slayer coming in. Hopefully we just get Genies all the way, but there's insane luck. 3 within 2.5 hours of playtime. And there's 47 farming coming in. Just 5 more levels till we can plant the mahogany trees. We've got 3 seeds now, which is pretty cool. So whenever we get that, we'll be able to boost up a lot of farming levels. Our next random, after getting 3 back-to-back Genies, is a maze random, which is the one we're trying to get the iron arrows from. So we're just getting the perfect randoms back-to-back-to-back. 4 randoms in a row that couldn't be better. So here we're looking really for iron arrows would be the best thing we can get. Unfortunately, we don't get them that time. We just get feathers, coal, and 170 chaos runes. So I'm not complaining with that. That's a lot of magic XP there. So we head back over for another Impling spree, and this managed to get us all the way up to 56 Hunter with this next Impling Gourmet. And that doesn't unlock anything, but I think our next big unlock is the Eclectic Implings at 60, which will allow us a lot of big items there. There's the regular battle staff, which is a decent weapon. There's the rune dagger, which would be an amazing weapon to get. But they also drop oak planks, noted, which will be good for construction XP. And they've also got a common drop of the myth pickaxe, so instead of it being a 1 in 100, it's a 1 in 10 there, which is much more likely to get. So yeah, hopefully we can get that out of the way. There we come in with 44 thieving. Head back down underwater for just to get a quick agility level. Managed to get an extra thieving level, and we got a few bowls of fish. And just there's a spend the tears, which gets up to 49 agility, sorry. And we spend the rest of the tiers, and that leaves us not that far off 50 agility, which is brilliant. Now that we've got another bob random and we got a bit higher fishing level, we actually get sardines as well as shrimp. So we're getting one better fish already. Now we get, instead of 30 XP, we get 40 XP for each one we cook. And as we work our way up to 30 fishing with them bob randoms, we'll be able to get better ones. There's 57 strength coming in. The combat levels are going up pretty quick, but we're still not getting very good crafting XP there. We need to get a few more kills per hour to really get decent crafting XP. And there we go. This has took, I'd say, about 20, maybe 25 hours of just catching implings to get. But we finally got our first steel bar. Now there's just 2 more we have to get. Fuck's sake. That has to be the rarest steel bar in all the RuneScape. There cannot be somebody who spent more time working on a steel bar. We went all the way from 46 Hunter to 56 Hunter with only catching implings and doing regular birdhouses to get a steel bar. And there we go, we've got 30 crafting. I'm going to finish this one here. We're only 5 crafting levels away from being able to make the teak birdhouses. But yeah, to get that first steel bar out of the way is amazing, like buzzing. Can't wait to the next one. If you enjoyed it, hit that like button. I'll see you all next time. Bye.